Are we suddenly seeing UFOs everywhere? And if so, why? In the last few years alone, we've seen an explosion in not just UFO sightings, but credible eyewitness testimony from military pilots and even congressional hearings. There is a lot going on behind the scenes that we aren't being told, and it seems like more and more people are waking up to this fact every day. They say there are more secrets buried beneath Area 51 than the surface of the moon. But what if these secrets are now being brought to light intentionally? Are our leaders really preparing us for something big? And could there be a grander purpose behind all of these recent UFO revelations? So let's look at some of the most shocking evidence we have of extraterrestrial life out there, and see if it really is true. We can start with one of the most recent examples. In July of 2023, David Grush testified in front of Congress about his previous work at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, or NGA. Grush claimed that the United States government has been hiding proof of alien life from the public for decades, and that there is convincing evidence that the U-7 has retrieved non-human spacecraft that have crashed within our borders. He also claimed that the government has retrieved these craft and is reverse engineering them. While Grush didn't offer any physical proof himself, he did claim that multiple whistleblowers who worked under him came forward with this information. According to Grush, the U.S. government has been conducting a cover-up for at least 6 decades. It would seem that we were never meant to know about any of this. Now, while we don't know if Grush is telling the truth or not, the mere fact that he was able to get in front of Congress and talk about this stuff openly is shocking in itself. This is a huge development in the UFO space, and it shows how much the narrative around aliens is changing in our society. If even a small portion of what Grush is saying is true, then we are living in a world that is completely different from what we thought we knew. But this isn't the only reason why some people believe that we are being prepared for a big reveal. There have also been a ton of UFO sightings across the globe in recent months, way more than any other year. One of the most famous examples is the Tic Tac, which refers to a flying object that was spotted over the skies of San Diego in 2004. The object was captured on radar and was witnessed by multiple people. What made it so mysterious, though, was its unusual shape and movements. The object was described as being white and oval-shaped, kind of like a giant Tic Tac breath mint. According to witnesses, it flew erratically through the sky, changing directions almost instantly and traveling at speeds that were impossible for any known aircraft at the time. At first, many assumed that it was some kind of new experimental aircraft being tested by the military. But after further investigation, this was ruled out. To this day, the Tic Tac remains unidentified, and there are still many questions surrounding it. In more recent months, we have had a massive increase in similar sightings. On April 15, 2023, a Blue Origin rocket carrying 6 passengers to the edge of space experienced engine failure and had to make an emergency landing. During the flight, however, cameras aboard the rocket captured an unidentified flying object passing directly over the crew. The object was described as being cylindrical and metallic and appeared to be traveling at high speed. There have also been several other sightings of strange objects in the sky in recent years, including one in October of 2021, when a massive orange orb was spotted hovering over the Empire State Building in New York City. Whatever it was, the object remained in the sky for hours and was seen by thousands of people. Then in December of 2022, a similar sighting occurred when a giant green sphere was spotted floating over the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Again, this object remained in the sky for hours and was seen by countless people. Now, each of these sightings could be chalked up to coincidence, but when you start to add them all together, it becomes clear that there may be something more going on. Some people believe that the government is orchestrating these sightings in order to prepare the public for an imminent revelation regarding extraterrestrial life. They believe that by gradually revealing more and more about aliens, the government hopes to make the public more accepting of the idea that we are not alone in the universe. And there is a lot of evidence to support this theory. In May of 2017, Former astronaut and Senator Bill Nelson spoke about the government's efforts to detect intelligent life beyond Earth. He said that the government takes the search for extraterrestrial intelligence very seriously, and that there are dedicated scientists and researchers who are constantly looking for signs of life out there. He also mentioned that there have been numerous reports of UFOs over the years, and that the government investigates each one thoroughly. In fact, there is an entire department within the Air Force called the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, whose sole responsibility is to investigate UFO sightings. However, many people believe that these UFO sightings are not being investigated fairly, and that the government is actively covering up evidence of extraterrestrial life. This conspiracy theory has been around for decades, but it has recently gained a lot of traction thanks to a number of high-profile whistleblowers. One of the most notable whistleblowers is a man who goes by the name of Luis Elizondo. In 2017, Elizondo came forward and claimed that the government had recovered several UFOs and was hiding their existence from the public. He said that he worked with the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or AATIP, from 2007 to 2012, and that during his time with the program, he saw first-hand evidence of extraterrestrial life. There have also been a number of other whistleblowers who have come forward with similar claims. In 2021, a former intelligence officer came forward and claimed that the government is hiding evidence of alien contact. He said that he had personally interviewed people who had seen UFOs and that the government was doing everything it could to silence them. There have also been a number of other whistleblowers who have come forward with similar claims, although it's hard to know who to believe and what is real. It's possible that there is some truth to these claims. After all, the government has been known to cover up things in the past, and it's not outside the realm of possibility that they are doing the same thing with regards to UFOs and aliens. The truth is, we may never know for sure what is going on behind closed doors. However, it's important to keep an open mind and be willing to consider all possibilities. The recent increase in UFO sightings and the willingness of people to come forward with information is a sign that something is changing. We may be on the cusp of a major revelation regarding extraterrestrial life. Now, if you're still watching, it means you love this kind of stuff. So here's a bonus. Another interesting aspect of this whole situation is the fact that aliens seem to be in the minds of many people nowadays. A study conducted by YouGov in 2021 found that nearly 1/3 of Americans believe that there is life out there and that the government is actively trying to hide it from us. Additionally, a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center found that nearly 2/3 of Americans believe that the existence of extraterrestrial life would be either very or somewhat significant. These findings suggest that people are becoming more open to the idea that we are not alone in the universe. It's possible that the government is taking advantage of this shift in public opinion and using it to slowly reveal information about aliens and UFOs. By coming forward with information little by little, they are able to gauge the public's reaction and ensure that there is not widespread panic when the truth is eventually revealed. This is just speculation, but it is certainly possible that the government is taking this approach. Overall, there is a lot going on in the world of UFOs and aliens, and it seems like we are entering a new era of disclosure. With more and more people coming forward to share their experiences and the government becoming more willing to talk about these topics, we may be closer than ever to learning the truth about what is out there. Whether or not we are being prepared for this revelation is unknown, but it's certainly something to think about. So what do you think? Do you believe that we are being prepared for alien contact? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, stay curious and keep looking up. Thank you for watching.